the first two networks identified in the ACL 11, and the second two networks I'm going to define in ACL 22. So 11.0.0.0.255 and 2 dot and 3 dot. Done. After that, I need to define a route map, CCIE R1 or any name you can use. Match IP address 11, not I1. It has to be match IP address 11, and then we need to say set community value. So we need to define, and what's the community value we decided? 500:10. And then I need to define the same route map, but this time I'm giving permit 20 and matching 22 network, that is nothing but matching the second ACL statement 22, and I'm going to say set community value 500:20. Okay, and then remaining routes, whatever the remaining routes, you can just leave it blank. Done. So now when I verify the route map, it's going to match the first category of the networks, and you can see the community value, it still takes the older format. Now if you want to use the new format, we need to add a command called BGP IP BGP Community and new format, because still it uses the older format, because there are three different formats of assigning the community value. You can use any decimal number or hexadecimal number, or we can use this 500:10 500:20 sequence, now which is a new format. Now if I verify show route map again, now I can see it changes to new format now. So whenever you are applying any community, ensure that you give this command if you want to use the new format of adding the community value. Okay, so now we just configured a route map which is going to apply the community value of 500:10 for the first two routes and 500:20 for the second two routes. Now we need to advertise. So when the route's going out of this neighbor, we need to apply that. So how to apply? It's more like similar, we applied local preference of weight. We need to go to router BGP 500, and when I'm advertising the routes to 1.1.1.2, that is router 2, we need to say route map CCIE R1, we need to say out. So whenever you say out, it's going to apply for all the routes which are advertised towards this neighbor, and which means the routes, when I'm advertising the routes out of this neighbor, it's going to apply the community value of 500:10. Okay, we need to say out. And there's one more command we need to add, is send community. This is very important. If you don't apply this command, because by default when you are advertising the routes, by default it will remove the community information automatically, that is default. So if you want to pass on the advertisement, if you want to advertise these networks along with community value, we need to compulsory give a command called send community. So if you don't give that command, then the router 2 will receive the routes without community information. And similar way I need to apply for the remaining neighbor, the other neighbor, that is router 4.4.4.1. we need to say applies route map CCIE R1 and then out, and then compulsory we have to use send community. Done. So now if you want to verify whether the router 2 or router 4, the neighbor router, has received the network with the community information or not, you can go and check on the router 2. You have to give a command called show IP BGP. What is the network? 11.0.0.0 network, the first network. Now I should see the network will be receiving from router 1, but there is no community information. Let me clear the BGP. So I'll say clear IP BGP start soft command. So now if you see here, I'm receiving the community information again with the older format, and if you want to see in a new format, we need to add a command called this command. Okay, so if I give again, now I can see I'm receiving all the prefixes, not all, exactly 11.0.0.0 prefix. It is received by router 2 with a community value of 500:10. If I try to verify for the next route, that is 11.0.1. network, you will get the same output. Now this is something what you should see on the router 2, because when you are advertising, we are advertising with community information. So if I try to verify with the third network, I can see it is coming from 1.1.1.1 same, but what is the community value? 500:20. Why? Because for the remaining two loopbacks we are applying the community value of 500:20. Now the same thing you should see on the router 4 also. Let's go to router 4 and verify again 11.0.0.0. So here again it is using the older format, IP-BGP community new format. If I give show IP-BGP 11.network, it's coming with from router 1 4.4.4.2 with a community value of 500:10. Similar way for the next network, also 500:10. And for the last two networks, we should see with community value of 500:20. Now this is going to confirm that the community value is applied along with the BGP updates, because the router 2 is receiving with the community information. Now if you also want to pass on this community information to router 3 also, because by default when router 2 or router 4 advertises the network to router 3, it is going to receive the network, but the community value will be automatically removed, because as I said, the community value will be automatically removed before it advertises to any neighbor. Now if you want to advertise, let's say you want to do some route filtering or path manipulation on this router, not on this router, then we need to give one more command again, send community. Let me show you that. Anyway, here we are not doing that, but it's good to know. So I'll go to router 2, and when I'm advertising to router BGP 600, when I'm advertising to 13.0.0.1, which is my router 3, we need to give send community. In the same way, if I'm advertising to router 4, I'm going to give send community. So now if I verify on the router 3, again 11.network, I have to clear the BGP process. So now if I verify on the router 3 once again, now you can see I'm receiving the community information from router 1. So if you want to advertise from router 4 also, you need to give the same command. So this is something we need to keep in mind whenever you want to pass on the community information along with the BGP updates. We need to give send community here, and if this router want to pass on the same network along with the community information, we have to give send community. Now similar way, if you want to pass on this information to another router, send community, another router, send community. So for each and every neighbor, we need to configure send community command if you want to pass on the community information for each and every hop. Now if you don't configure here, then the community information will not be propagated by default. Okay, so now router 2 and router 4 are receiving the routes with the community information. Now what is my requirement next? So we did this, just now we did this also, IP-BGP community new format to change the community value to newer formats. The next thing, now the path manipulation. Okay, so anyway, our task here is to ensure that how to add the community value. But let's say how the upstream router or upstream autonomous system number is going to match the community values. Now if you want to match the networks, it's very easy. You just go and create an ACL which is going to match all the prefixes, and then we can apply the local preference value or weight, whatever you want to apply. But how we are going to match the community values? Now to match the community values, we need to write a community list. Here you can see I wrote community list. Now community list is more similar to ACL statements, but in the ACL statements we are going to match a specific source address, destination address or service like that, but the community list is going to match the community tag value. So whatever the community tag value we are going to apply, it's going to match those values. Now you can define whether you want to permit or deny, just like an ACL statement. So now what I want is, now my requirement here is, now I want to ensure that any traffic going to this autonomous system number should prefer via exit router 2. So we are going to apply the local preference value of 200. Let me write down here. So our requirement is autonomous system 600, which is a service provider AS number, and anything exiting or to reach all the routes with a tag of 500:10, it should prefer via router 2. So what I'm going to do, if you want to prefer to reach via router 2, we need to apply the local preference value, something higher than default. So I'm going to apply 200 here on the router 2. for only the routes which are coming with a community value of 500:10. And similar way, and all the routes to reach any specific network with a community value of 500:20, it should prefer exit via router 4. Now, which means I'm going to match 500:20 and I'm going to apply the local preference of 250. Now, you can apply local preference, you can apply wait, you can do some filtering, you can deny these prefixes entering into this AS. It's all up to you. So how you want to use, it's more like a normal path manipulations or normal path filtering. But the only difference is we are going to match the community values. So now I have created a small task here just for verification. Let us see how to do that. So I'll go to router 2. The first thing I need to match IP community list. So any number I can use a standard community or extended community values. I'm going to use community list of 10 and 20. Now when I say 10, it's going to match 500:10 routes, and if I say 20, it's going to match 500:20. Okay, so I'm going to say 10, it's going to match permit. What is the value? 500:10. So even you can match the well-known attributes, well-known community attributes also. And then I'm going to define 500:20 will be defined in a separate community list 500:20. It has to be 500:20. Done. So to verify, we can give a command called show IP community list to verify what are the different, just like show access list, we can verify show community list, show IP community list. Now community list is matching 500:10 and 500:20, which means all the routes which are coming with a tag of 500:10. Now to apply local preference, what I want to do, I want to apply the local preference for these routes on the router 2 with a local preference of 200, right? So again, we are going to say route map CCIE R2 permit 10 and match community value. What is the community value we need to match? Now we are not going to match the direct community value, we are going to match the community list. I'm going to say 10. So when I say 10, it is automatically going to match all the routes or with coming with a tag of 500:10. And then I can apply the local preference value or wait, whatever you want to apply, or you can apply some route filtering, anything. So I'm going to say local preference value of 200, done. And the remaining, whatever the remaining routes, I'm just leaving it blank just to apply the default values. Done. So the final step is we need to apply on which router? On the router 2 in, right? Because we need to ensure that the local preference value is applied for all the routes receiving from this side. Okay, but only the difference is we are not going to match the routes based on the prefixes. So let's go to router 2 and I'll say router BGP 600. Now I'm going to say neighbor 1.1.1.1 route map CCI in, CCI R2 in, clear IP BGP star soft command. So now if I give show IP BGP 11.0.0.0, now I can see it's coming with a community value of 500:10 and automatically it is going to apply the local preference value of 200 for all the routes coming with a community value of 500:10. You can see the local preference applied. Similarly, if I check for the other routes, as we did not apply anything for the other routes, now all the remaining routes will just have the default values. Okay, so now if I verify show IP BGP, now all the traffic reaching these two routes will have the local preference of 200 because these two routes are matched with a 500:10 value. Similar way, if I go to router show IP BGP to reach 11 dot networks, I can see this local preference value will be automatically advertised to each and every internal BGP neighbor. Now similar way, router 4 also will see those two networks will be applied with a local preference value of 200 and it's going to prefer the shortest route is via 1.1.1.1 because of the local preference values applied. And you can see it's not applying the local preference value for the remaining routes. The remaining routes are still using the default values. Now this way we can configure some path manipulation based on matching the community value instead of matching specific prefixes. Okay, it's up to the upstream router what to do with those prefixes, whether you want to do some path manipulation or filtering, but our job is how to understand how we are going to tag the routes with our own community values. And then finally, in case if some routes is coming with some specific tag, how you are going to match them, and after matching them, what you are going to do with them, whether you want to filter. If you want to filter, again it's the same thing. You just need to create a route map, CCIE deny 10. Now I'm going to say deny 10. When I say deny 10, and then I need to say match community 10, whatever the community list. Now if you want to apply some filtering, let's say the requirement is you need to match all these routes should get advertised to router 2, but router 2 should not advertise these routes to router 3, or you want to ensure that these routes should get advertised to internal routers, but it should not get advertised to external routers. Now the same thing we can do. We can again match the routes on this router, and we can say deny on this router. So it's all up to you how you want to use what is the requirement, but we are seeing how to match the routes here, and then we can either do some path manipulation or route filtering depending upon the requirement. And to match those networks, we need to match the community values. We need to use IP community list value, and then again we are using the same route maps, and in that route map whether we can deny them or we can define some local preference value or weight which can affect the path manipulations.